Hey guys, welcome to the show. Today, it's such an honor to have Leila Ali in the kitchen. We're cooking her dad's favorite burger, and it's named in his honor, the greatest of all time burger. Also, we're gonna introduce you to two female chefs. They are fabulous, and they are making Middle Eastern cuisine hip and hot here in Los Angeles. And he's in a truck, he's a cool dude, and he's making bagels. Yeasty Boys, maybe you've seen them driving around town. We're gonna show you what they're doing with the bagel. First up, we're in the kitchen with Leila Ali. I'm so excited to be cooking with her because she's an incredible lady. Not only is she a world-class athlete, she is a TV host, she's a cookbook author, she's a mom of 2 kids, and she loves being in the kitchen. And it's such an honor that we're gonna make a burger that is near and dear to her heart because it's named after her dad, Muhammad Ali. It's called the greatest of all time burger. Take a look. To be in the kitchen with you makes me really happy because you have such a love for life, for family, for food, my 3 favorite things. Yes, so where did that start for you?
Yeah, well, I started cooking at a very young age, 9 or 10 years old, and mainly because my mom didn't cook, and I like to eat. Yeah, and I like to cook, and my grandma cooked. Yeah. So I would call her on the phone and say, Grandma, how do you make this, or how do you make that? And it just started self-taught, right? So my love for food grew, and then of course when I became an athlete, I started learning about nutrition and performance and how food affected that. And then when I had children, I started wanting to think, okay, how can I make sure that my kids get all of the nutrients they need and none of the toxins they need? So I started getting into the organic and non-GMO. So I kind of melded it all together with my cookbook, Food for Life, because I've always posted on social media and shared my recipes with friends and like, why don't you do a cookbook? So I did it. I'm super proud of how it turned out.
What's your happy place? Is it in the ring now? Is it in the kitchen?
It's in the kitchen for sure, especially because I just remodeled my kitchen. So I was like, I finally got the kitchen I love. I can cook in any kitchen. I joke about that all the time. I remember when I was remodeling my kitchen, I had like a little, portable stove, and I was like going upstairs to the washroom and making it happen. Yeah, I just love to cook.
In the book, when you read stories about your dad, Muhammad Ali, and you associate some foods with him, and one of the things we're going to make today is a burger, and your dad was all about the burger. And it's funny because you were saying your stepmom would try to convince him, he's a prime athlete, to eat well, and he would make sure that you'd have a burger from time to time.
Yeah, well, my father loved good home cooked meals, but he loved to go to a burger stand from time to time. And I remember when I was really young, he used to pick us up from school, and there was like this hole in the wall place. But I can still remember the taste of their burgers because they flavored their meat, they seasoned it really well, and that's why I wanted to do the greatest of all time burger, which is pretty much, inspired by that burger. My father used to always get his burger the same way. Okay. And that was with mustard, onion, and cheese, and that was pretty much it.
I like it.
Yeah, so I said, I'm gonna do the greatest of all time burgers.
Okay, Leila, the greatest of all time burger, named in your dad's honor.
The thing is that a burger doesn't have to be unhealthy for you. No. That's the thing. So it's all in the quality of the food, and that's what my whole cookbook is all about. And we're gonna start with some grass-fed beef, which is really good. And then we have some sea salt, we have some onion powder, and we have some black pepper, some Worcestershire sauce. Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I've got all the measurements obviously for the recipe, but I'm not using those today.
No, I'm all about eyeballing.
Right. Yeah. And we're gonna get our hands dirty, okay with that?
Okay, I'm washed
Ready
up.
to do that?
Yep.
Then put a little onion powder in here. And again, this is really to flavor the meat because I want, when you bite that burger, I don't want it to be tasteless. And that's the difference between my burger and some other burgers.
Okay, the jewelry's coming off.
Yeah, well, we don't want to have beef in my bracelet. No. That's not gonna work. No. So let's go ahead and start. You said you want to be a sous chef, so go on and get those. We're gonna mess those pretty nails up because we're gonna push in the middle. We're gonna make an indentation with our thumb, and that just keeps it from rising up and bubbling up in the middle. That's something I learned through the cookbook process.
Yeah. Do you cook every night at home, or?
Pretty much 5 times a week. Yeah. Yeah, and then
give
on
yourself
the weekends,
a break on the weekends.
Yeah, on the weekends because we like to eat out. It's just fun for the kids, and they need to also learn how to eat in public. They're young, right? You're training your kids, because you've seen those kids,
and
what I mean, that don't know how to act in public.
Absolutely.
I don't want that to be me.
Then you've got the added pressure of people going, did you see Leila Ali's kids in the restaurant?
Right.
Yeah.
They're like,
Okay, Leila, we got a smoking hot pan.
This pan is ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fry up 2 of these burgers since it's just us today.
Okay. We can have a little
We'll do the other ones later, So we're probably gonna end up going for about, depending, I haven't cooked on this stove, but 4.5 to 5 minutes on each side.
This skillet kind of gives you that browning that you want.
Oh yeah,
right?
you know, it just, you know, it's something about a cast iron pan. It's like the more you cook with it, the better it gets, and it's just gonna give us that texture that we want. All right, let's flip them.
All right.
I'm gonna get the other side going. You know, give that a look. All right, so while that meat is getting finished, I'm gonna keep my eye on it, make sure I don't burn it. Let's go ahead and start prepping these buns.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so take one for you and one for me.
Thank you. And sometimes you toast, don't toast?
Yeah, it's optional. Okay. You know, my kids don't like theirs toasted, they like it soft.
Yeah.
So I tend to just, it really
Make
comes
it
down.
easy on yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put mustard on mine,
Okay.
put it on yours.
I'm gonna do it the way you
cheese.
guys do it.
I'm gonna actually start working on this onion too. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the thinner pieces and put a couple on my burger. You could do yours.
And this is the way your dad did it.
Yep. See, if it was a Leila Ali burger, I'd have pickle, I'd have ketchup.
Yeah, what do you do? I'm with you.
I like pickle and ketchup
Mayo.
and lettuce and tomato. Like I like
The
it
whole
all.
thing.
Yep. I'm gonna turn this off now.
And you did a whole wheat bun today.
I did. Whole wheat buns are so much better for you than white, you know, wheat.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like I said, it's all about the nutrition. So
Right.
every time I eat, I want to try to get as many nutrients as I can. People forget that food is to fuel our bodies.
Yeah.
It's not just to eat. I get it that we want it to taste good. That's what
Right.
this is all about. That's what my cookbook is about. But at the same time, you need to use every opportunity you can to get the nutrition in, because the food breaks down to the cells that become your brain and your heart and your hair and everything,
Yeah.
right? All right, these are ready. I had turned the pan off, so they've been sitting for about 5 minutes.
So good. They're nice and brown.
Yes.
All right. Oh, Layla, these smell so good.
I know, I can't wait. It's lunchtime too, so you
It
ready
is.
to take a bite?
Yes.
Okay, I want your honest opinion.
Okay. Look at that.
Mm-hmm, drippy good, the way you like it.
Yep. Your dad knew what he was doing with this.
He did.
Mustard, onion, cheese.
I'm loving it, see? That's why I'm quiet. I'm like, I'm like, darn, I can cook. No, I'm joking. I'm just playing.
No, you're not. You're for real. Thank you, Layla.
Thank
this
you.
is really fun.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing your recipes with us. Going back in. Oh my gosh, that was seriously so delicious. It was simple, but honestly, one of the best burgers I've had. Speaking of simple, I make one of Leila Ali's favorite salads from her cookbook. And I'm gonna introduce you to a real character. He is the guy behind Yeasty Boys. It's a food truck and they're all about the bagel. But up next, we're gonna introduce you to two fabulous ladies. The stars aligned for them to create the restaurant Kismet that has been nominated as one of the best new restaurants in LA. That's coming up. Modern Middle Eastern cuisine is having a major moment here in LA. It happens to be one of my favorite types of food. And we got the chance to go inside the kitchen of a restaurant that is nominated as one of the best restaurants here in Los Angeles. It's called Kismet.
The word Kismet means destiny. This neighborhood restaurant located in the heart of Los Feliz has started a trend of modern Middle Eastern cuisine that food critics are raving about. And you would never know that the two chefs and co-owners, Sara Kramer and Sara Hymanson, were the unlikeliest partners when they first met working in New York.
I heard you guys didn't necessarily like each other. Like you could tell.
Well, here's the thing. Sarah didn't care about me.
It wasn't like I didn't like her, I just like didn't know.
I don't know you.
Anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And I sort of cared because she wasn't particularly friendly.
How they ended up running one of LA's hottest restaurants? I guess you could say it was Kismet.
People love the space, they love our staff. We have such a great group of people working with us, and
Yeah.
when we get positive feedback about any of this stuff, especially the little community we've created, it's really the best.
The Saras moved from New York to Los Angeles and opened a falafel stand at Grand Central Market in 2015. Then came Kismet in 2017.
When I looked at your menu, a lot of big Middle Eastern flavors. Is that a part of your background? Is that a passion, a love?
It's a part of my background,
Okay.
and that was the original inspiration for doing this kind of food. Sarah and I both share a love of vegetables and spice and bright flavors and like the shared eating experience. So
Yeah.
a big part of Kismet is the fact that everything is really meant to be shared.
What are we gonna make?
Maybe we should make a cucumber salad. Cut cucumbers, dress it with a little bit of olive oil and some salt. Squeeze of lemon. This is labneh.
Labneh.
Cultured dairy product.
Okay.
I'm just gonna spoon our cucumbers.
Do you guys equally come up with recipes, do you think, or is it?
Yeah, it's a very collaborative
Right.
process for us.
Is this just a little side dish, side salad?
A little salad, and then that parsley seed za'atar.
Look at how pretty, that's so gorgeous.
So we've got more of this labneh because we're in love with it. And this one is just plain, straight up. Labneh, the one on the cucumbers, was with the rose water. And then we've made this grilled broccoli mix. It's tossed with pumpkin seeds, Aleppo pepper, and a little bit of garlic. And then we've got some blood oranges.
You know this avocado toast business, I mean,
I know.
please.
We often get the comparison. People are like, it's the new avocado toast.
I'm so lucky to be eating with the Saras. This looks so good. Where do we start? What should I do?
I would say while it's hot.
Flaky bread.
Good point.
Okay, this is the savory flaky bread.
It is.
And what do? Do you dip?
Dip, you can make
All right,
like a
I'm gonna do a little situation. I'm gonna do some of your favorite labneh. Mmm. Oh man, that is so good. You know what? I had a moment with the tomato, the garlic, and the bread, like a pizza moment.
Yes.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you name the broccoli bread?
Broccoli toast.
Oh, broccoli toast. I'm doing it. It's so yummy. There's so much flavor in this. And the kumquat and the orange, so nice.
The bread makes it easy.
Now onto some of the delicious cucumber salad with the little oranges and the labneh. I always feel like I'm saying it wrong.
There's a bunch of different ways to say it. Labneh, labneh.
Okay.
We just say labneh.
Something tells me you guys just kind of are like, whatever, let's just have fun doing it.
If only that was the
If
case.
only that
Really?
We think about everything so laboriously.
Really?
So laboriously.
But because you kind of have this feeling like we're just gonna enjoy
It's great
and
that it comes off that way. That comes across. That's definitely.
but
the
then
idea.
again, people that are really successful in your line of work do think about it to the point where it becomes a
Yeah, there are so many details.
Yeah.
It's hard not to.
yeah. You guys are awesome. I feel closer to the Saras. Literally. The flavors were so bold, the produce was so fresh. I absolutely loved Kismet. And if you want to find out how I use one of my favorite Middle Eastern ingredients, go to KTLA.com and I'll show you how. And now on to one of my other favorite things to eat. I don't know about you, but nothing makes me happier than a toasted sesame seed bagel with a schmear of cream cheese. So when I saw this Yeasty Boys bagel truck around town, I thought, first of all, what a clever name. And second of all, who's the genius behind it? So we happened to find the genius in the Arts District. Take a look. Evan Fox. Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
You are the man behind Yeasty Boys, and many go, wait, I didn't know Evan Fox was in Beastie Boys. No, Yeasty with a Y.
Yeasty with a Y.
You're so clever.
Thank you. You know, what can I say?
What initially gave you the idea to start a bagel truck?
Moved here from New York, and I was like, yo, like, why aren't there any, like, good bagel spots around here? The crowd is here, you know? And I felt like bagels is such a funny thing that for me, it just fits so well. Like, I don't know, it's my way of connecting, I think.
Yeah.
Bagels.
You do cool, funky things. I read about Flaming Cheetos.
hot Cheeto bagel, that was out of bounds.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I like we did these like tie-dye Smurf bagels for the Smurf launch.
Yeah. You're so smart because you launched this food truck 3 years ago at Coachella.
That month, we had a booth there, which was insane. And we knew we kind of wanted to do a truck, but I think that after Coachella was like, now's the time. A week later, we got this truck, and actually Stumptown was our first spot ever.
Have you heard from the Yeasty Boys?
Actually, yes.
No.
Yes, I did. On Christmas, Adam Horovitz, Ad Rock, hit me up, and he's like, yo, emailed me. He's like, hey, can I get some bagels? We're here for Christmas. You owe me a dozen. And I'm like, amazing.
No, what'd you do?
So I literally had plans to go home for the holiday, and I was like, I'm gonna switch it and stay and make sure, because we were closed. And we got it done. And I delivered to his place and met his family, and he was so nice.
Should we get in the truck and see where the magic happens?
100%.
Okay.
So this is the Chetty Wop. Comes with a fried egg, Tillamook sharp cheddar, and bacon. And we do this thing here where if you order a hash brown on any sandwich, it's called Make It Heavy.
It's extra crispy, and it's
so
the kind
good.
that you get at the fast food
It's
restaurant.
the best. This is the Lox Deluxe. Just as your standard onion, caper, tomato, smoked salmon, nice light coat of cream cheese on it.
Sesame bagel.
It's it, yeah,
It
of course.
has to
That's
be.
standard.
I know.
Scallion cream cheese is how I prefer it. On the menu, it's just plain.
Okay.
Add that smoked salmon right on top.
The Reuben is my favorite sandwich.
So, I was like, how can we get this to be a legit Reuben? And I was like, you know what? Let's flip the bagel upside down and use the bottom of the
smart.
bagel to just get it saturated.
Do we taste?
Oh, please.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And the meat.
It's
Goodness.
ugly drum pastrami. So this is an item that we have called a Chetty Wop. It's your bacon, egg, cheese staple, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I like? You've done this a million times, and even you were happy to see it when you cut it.
That really gets me going.
First of all, what you're doing when you come up with the names and the recipes.
I don't even know. It's like anytime, all the time. That's
Really, for breakfast?
Yeah.
It hits every
That's
every
it.
note.
That's it.
Now, to the lox and bagel. Is this what started your love of bagels?
Always.
Yeah.
I think sesame is obviously my favorite.
Me too.
I love egg bagels, but sesame and then smoked salmon. Yeah, it was at every bar mitzvah, every funeral, every bris, lox platters. And I just
It's
you grew up.
family for you.
It's family, man. Yeah.
Well, if we must.
It's insane, right?
So good.
Feeling good.
Cheers, Evan.
Cheers.
So much fun.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Love having you anytime.
All right. I just loved his energy. Evan was amazing. Coming up, I can't get enough of Leila Ali's cookbook. I show you how to make one of her favorite salads. Plus, Levi likes it, so I busted out the waffle maker and we made carrot cake waffles. But is he into it? That's coming up. So I just got done cooking with Leila Ali in the kitchen. She's amazing. I just think she's the most fabulous lady. She's a mother, she's a wife, she loves to cook. She says she prefers now being in the kitchen over being in the ring. So I think that's a real testament to her loving food. So one of the recipes in the book is her cabbage slaw. Not even, it's just a simple red cabbage salad. And she says she makes this at least once a week. You put it in the fridge, and Layla was saying that it just gets better as time goes on. So it's super simple. And I already shredded my cabbage. You can even buy pre-shredded cabbage, but it's so cheap just to buy a head of cabbage and shred it yourself. Took no time, just a sharp knife. Olive oil is your base, and she does, I think, about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. So just like you're making a dressing for a salad. And you even save dishes by just doing it all in the bowl. Then a little honey, about 1 tablespoon of honey, doing the sweet and salty kind of thing. And something about cabbage, it does need sugar or sweetness of some kind, because even if you make coleslaw, you put sugar in coleslaw, and there's something I think that it just helps kind of break down the cabbage. Some lemon. I'm gonna do, she says about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna do almost this whole lemon here. I like it tangy. I think Layla does too. All right. Now, a few spices Layla puts in her cabbage slaw or cabbage salad. Some onion powder. She does 3/4 of a tablespoon. So 3/4 of a tablespoon onion powder. Eyeball it. And same amount, 3/4 of a tablespoon of garlic powder. And so it'll give it nice flavor. And then a good amount of salt, because this much cabbage is gonna take a healthy tablespoon of salt. And then you add in your slaw, and it's that simple. And like Layla was saying, she makes this for her family once a week, puts it in the fridge, and it just gets better as it sits. And it's something you could serve as a side dish, you know, with any meal. And you just get everything nice and coated. It's really that simple. And I'm with her, I love cabbage. I make it all kinds of ways. Even, you know, when you have this in the fridge and you make tacos or, you know, anything where you want a little bit of a crunch in your dish, this is the perfect addition for that. And that's Leila Ali's super simple red cabbage salad. That is so simple, but it's so tangy. Really good. And that's something, I think that'd be a nice little addition to any meal. Thanks, Layla. I tried out a little something with Levi. Does Levi like carrot cake waffles? I don't know, take a look. Okay, Levi, here's your carrot cake waffle.
Dump it.
Want to try it?
Dump it.
What?
Dump it. Oh.
No,
Dump it.
I just made it.
Dump it.
Oh, all right. Save it for me. Well, you can't win them all. Maybe Levi didn't like it, but I have to say, they are delicious. And if you want to know how to make the carrot cake waffles, go to ktla.com. That does it for us. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. You know how we should end the show on bloopers? Two ladies, no, that's not it. What am I testing out? Okay, wait, one more. If you want to find out how I know, I don't know what I said, but I did like it. We're gonna meet you. We're gonna the thing, but that is not what I want to say. Take 10. What would really help is a prompter. He's like, great, there's a lot of cuts going on here.